Yeah. So, 60.
From Toledo?
California. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Moved to California.
Huh?
You moved to California?
No, I was born in California and got shipped here. My mom died giving birth to me. It was either me or her. She chose to let me live.
I don't know. I ain't trying to. What is time? No, you gotta be more clear. What is time? You saying you need time, but that could be anything. Like, what do you mean by time?
She had a choice to either let me live and her die, or because they couldn't save both of us. She was hemorrhaging, so she chose to let me live.
Was your father still around there?
Yeah, he was around, but he had to go back on duty.
Oh, he was in the Army too?
He was in the Navy. Yeah. They're over there in the early part of Vietnam, last part of Korea.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Was you in Vietnam?
No, I was in Grenada. There was a conflict down there in the Caribbean back in the early 80s. Remember them college students that were down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they, I couldn't even tell you what president sent some troops down there, the Marines down there, to get them college students that were. But anyway, some terrorist people took over that college down there in that island, and there was a bunch of Americans.
Did you see active war?
No. But it was war. You go into service, it is war.
Was you a party?
Yeah. Smoked my first joint. Summer '69.
How old was you?
Born in '62. Seven. Well, I just turned 8. But I didn't start partying good till I was like 10. Smoking weed, growing marijuana, learning how to grow marijuana. And
what about hard drugs?
Huh?
When did you start doing hard drugs?
I don't do hard drugs.
What do you call
What do you call
crack?
hard?
Crack.
That ain't hard. Crack is like, it's cocaine. But if you think about over history, like Coca-Cola, back when it first used real cocaine in it, alright? What the doctor gives you, the dentist gives you, that shot, that Novocaine, well, anymore but back in the day, and it's been around for, but this, myself, I don't consider that hard drug anymore. What do you mean another drug? Shit. Oh, fucking stealing my grandpa's vermouth one year, going to the clubhouse.
Have you ever tried acid?
Oh yeah, shit.
What age did you try acid?
Shit, back when microdot, blotter, mushrooms. Hell, when was? Shit. Back in, 76, 77.
That's when you start mushrooms.
Yeah.
And other stuff like that. So, but you never told me when did you start crack or cocaine? Did you start cocaine first?
I started cocaine probably back in the early 80s after I got out of prison.
What you was in prison for?
Down in this farming town down in, I was a bartender, doing roofs, building homes, and hanging out with bikers. Alright? this snitch from Toledo come down there. Well, anyway, long story short, I gave him a pound of marijuana to sell, but I sold him 1.3 grams because I needed some extra money at the time to get some cigarettes, something like that. Well, motherfucking got me. First offense ever, besides running away from foster homes and shit, but other than that. So, public defender sold my ass up the river for that first offense ever. I'll get shit. Motherfucker gave me 18 months and 3 years in Ohio State Penitentiary in Columbus.
Well, you sold a pound. You didn't just...
Oh, I gave him a pound. I sold him 1.3 grams, a joint. I sold a joint so I could have enough to give me some cigarettes or something. I can't really remember.
But so, and then you went to jail, you did, how long did you end up doing?
Oh, shit. Oh, well, after I turned myself in, after I left it. 2 years, 6 months, 23 days, I think.
So after you got out, did you start doing crack in there or cocaine?
No, none of that.
What made you get out and start doing that? Because you're not considering it as hard drugs.
Shit, I got me a job at the blood bank. I was a donor at the time, and the manager offered me a job downtown. Alright, well, I took it. Working in the freezer, shipping plasma to other countries, anywhere from -20 to -40 degrees inside this freezer at all times. So they hang the plasma after the donors donate their white cells, and we label it, we hang it in the freezer for 24 hours. Alright, so it gets rock hard. I mean rock hard. And you can only go in there, FDA back then said you could only go in there 15 minutes at a time. 15 minutes, come out. Get one up. Well.
So, I'm saying,
a buddy turned me on to it. And I went in the freezer because I could go in the freezer when I do my packing and smoke a joint underneath the fans. And when I exhale, the smoke comes out and goes nothing.
So you started doing it in that freezer, like what you was trying to, for pain or what?
Basically.
You was torturing yourself kind of.
I don't take pills.
But what do you think that got you here in life?
My grandpa being rough and hard on me, teaching me the values of life and doing work and learning something every day and respecting your fellow man. And there's 3 devils in the world, he used to say. The devil himself, a lawyer, and a politician. You can put them in any order you want, but never trust them. Politician to me is like a lawyer.
Wait, Jeff, I think I'm asking you the wrong questions. Do you consider yourself in a bad spot?
I'm alive. My mom's with me at all times. I know she is. I mean, a person from the shit that I've came through, being shipped from California when my fucking own mom's mom and them didn't want me. My half-sister used to, and my dad was over fighting war, and I got shipped to Ohio. My half-sister, we never got along.
She used to abuse you?
No, used to, well, I guess you could say. I'd have a mother right now if it wasn't for you. She should have let you die and she lived. Shit like that.
Oh, that's the talk.
Huh?
That's how she talked to you?
That's how the fucking everybody talked to me in the family.
You was an asshole. Yeah. Racist motherfucker.
motherfucker. How do black people feel? Ooh. And do Black Lives Matter? I'm telling you. I don't know, I hit the bottom and maybe they had something in it. I make mistakes. I'm sorry, I'm young. I make mistakes. After that, a young black brother, black ass brother, do pick me up. I said, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Wait, you skipping around, dog. You skipping around, so.
I was on one of they woman. I'm talking about she was bad. I'm talking about, ooh, bam, bust, hey, nigga, hey, listen, I got behind that, ooh, bam, nice music. Before I know it, they whispering in their ears. They whispering behind their ears and everything. Elephant ears. I guess I kind of blacked out, and next thing I know, I'm facing a Mexican. He kind of hit me with a straight blast. I gotta admit, I admit that I got hit.
How many people was living in California with you?
My mom's mom, her dad, and my half sister.
That's all the family you got?
Well, then my dad's side up here in Ohio. That's where I got shipped to when I was 5. No, my mom is the one that died. She died of cancer, more or less. Okay.
How long have you been living there?
23 years.
How did you come to live there?
Offered a trailer, and a friend of mine said, I got a spot if you want to come back here. And I said, sure, I'm country.
You got electricity in there?
Yep. Propane,
Propane?
water. All the nature I want. I ain't gonna get that back on the farm.
So you don't want to live in the house?
Huh?
You don't want to live in the house?
Well, yes, I would, but I'd want it out in the country. I wouldn't want to be in no LMHA place. No. Them homes downtown, some friends stay in down there by, I ain't gonna mention the names, but he says, it's crazy down there. People breaking into people's stuff, into their fucking apartments, and roaches, oh, yeah. But
Jeff, like you would think that would be worse than living back here?
to me, yeah. Look what I got here. I have Mother Nature, I got fresh air. Alright? I don't have a motherfucker, give me my motherfucker. I don't have none of that. I have quietness.
You don't want no woman?
I've had a woman. I got a daughter. Let's see, what is this? October. She's probably back at her veterinarian clinic in Albuquerque.
Do you talk to her?
Yeah.
How often?
Once or twice a month.
Does she know that you stay back here?
She knows I live in Ohio.
So why wouldn't you tell her you're living there?
Ain't none of their damn business. I raised them, sent her to college, got her, gosh, owns her own clinic, plus partners with some animal hospitals out there. She goes to Alaska every fucking year for 3 weeks of zip lining and whatever else they do up there.
So you did your job.
She got a better education than I did.
good with everything that's where you at?
I'm at peace.
But is that peace what you want? You know what I'm saying? Is it just cause
Oh no, it's not what I want. I mean, I try not to live outside my means. I mean, shit. A lot of my friends have passed away. I mean, shit. Corona, my sister, her and her husband, they passed away over at Coronas out there in California.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Her daughter had it first, and then she beat it, and then the rest of them got it, and well.
How did you feel about that?
Me and my sister didn't get along. I never heard from my sister anything after I left California when I was 5. And then when I moved over here, somehow she found me. Tried to make ends. You know, and it was like, I talked to her, sent letters back and forth, but I just couldn't bring it to myself to forgive her.
But you was 5. She was a kid too. How old was she?
Oh, no, she was, shit. She's 11 years older than me. Same mom, different dads.
She still was your sister.
Yeah, so. But she knew everything in my whole life. From me coming to Ohio when I was a kid, in and out of foster homes, running away, my prison stunt, my military stunt. She knew everything. She said, and I said, how'd you ever find me? She said, you can find out anything about anybody on the internet. And I can mess anybody's life up if I want by using the internet.
So she was a bad person.
I don't know.
But you feel like, I don't know, because you kind of taking jabs at her.
No, she wanted me to come out there a couple summers ago. Said she'd pay for the bus ticket and stuff. I said, this is before the corona hit. I said, no. She said, well, if you don't come out and visit, I don't really ever want to speak to you again. I said, hell, you're the one that started it. I done fucking...
Yeah.
So, you know, but they're in a better place now, so, yeah.
What family you got in Ohio?
Me? I don't talk to my dad's part of the family down there. No, see, my dad's sister and him, they had a feud too. They didn't like each other. So he was over in the Pacific. They brought me to Ohio to stay with her when I was 5, all right? They had 7 kids, all right? The boys, they already were, one was Army, one was in the Marines, okay? And then Janet, their oldest daughter. Well, my grandpa was rough on me, but he said he's gonna be rough on me to teach me that, you know, you gotta get out here and do something, be somebody. You know, don't lay around and expect something to be given to you.
But that, all right, now, you said that was the problem too.
Yeah.
So how rough was it? Did he abuse you too?
No. Got my ass whooped when I had it coming. You know, but he taught me a lot of stuff, living on the farm. But see, my grandma didn't like me too well. She didn't like my dad. It was a thing, and so on Christmas Day, I think I was 13 or so. 13 or 14, I can't remember. My grandpa left to go get a paper. She had my stuff in a trash bag, took me down to the cop shop, said, here he is, I don't want him. Here's these papers. His dad ain't coming back to get him. And left me there.
So that's how you got in the foster care?
Yeah, they took me that night to a foster home, showed me my room. I went out the window, climbed down the TV tower with my bag. The police were still out front talking to the lady, and I skedaddled and went back to the clubhouse.
How many foster homes were there?
6. Ran away from everyone.
What's the longest you stayed in one?
My last one,
How long was that?
my foster dad, he was cool. He was a veteran, was a police officer down in Tiffin, and his wife, she was cool. And I finished my schooling, taught me respect, got me on the right path, you know, and he knew I smoked weed, and as long as I kept my grades up, come Friday, he'd give me a joint or two.
Well, why did you run away from it?
I didn't run away from my last one.
Oh,
I joined the service.
Okay. So that's what I was about to ask you. Out of them 6 homes, you never ran into a good family?
My last one was.
So the other 5 wasn't? Or you just was the
The other 5? No. Church people. They were all different church people. And the 5th one was way about 20-some miles from Tifton. Over there by Bucyrus, out in the country. Church every night. And, you know, I mean, I'm not knocking church, but...
They was drinkers?
Huh?
They was drinkers?
Not drinkers, they were... How would you say, almost like Mormons. You know, I mean, you know, I don't know if you know anything about Mormons, but... Well, every day's church day.
Oh.
Get the good book out and let's sit down for a couple hours and it's like... But...
So, it was rough. You ever get somebody that just wanted to abuse you? Put hands on you?
When I was hitchhiking, I hitchhiked around the country. Gonna make it in every state before I died. I ain't gonna make it to Hawaii, maybe Alaska, but Maine and New Hampshire. It's the only 4 states I haven't been in. So I hitchhiked around the country back in the 80s. Alright? Outside of Dallas, I caught a ride because I left some friends in Dallas. I was going to come back to Toledo, and this pulled over. Said, hey, where you heading? I said, West Memphis. Get in, I'll give you a ride. Oh, about, hey, you need some money? Let me suck, I'll give you some money. I said, I don't play that. I had my hand on my knife. And then he put his hand on my leg, and I fucking put the knife right in his arm. He swerved. We went off the interstate up an embankment, come down and hit a guardrail, hit a part of the guardrail. I got my shit. I got out of the car. State trooper happened to be up on the overpass and seen it, and he come down there, and
Did you get in trouble for that?
no, man, I hurry up and caught another ride with a trucker going down the off ramp, get on the interstate.
You felt like you was about to get raped, huh?
That would have killed him.
Wow, yeah, that you had to run into some interesting people and stuff like that.
Oh, all kind of interesting. Indiana, them people are cool in Indiana. Way on the other side of Indianapolis, on a cold Saturday, February day. I made it from New Orleans all the way up to Crawfordsville. I had to come this way.
Okay.
And I had my thumb out, and these people come by, stopped, backed up, and said, "Hey, where are you headed?" I said, "Ohio." "Yeah, you know, it's kind of cold out here." I said, "Yeah, good Lord will be with me." "Well, hey, we got a place in the barn over here if you want to come. Give you a hot square, and you can sleep in the barn, and if you want, we'll give you a ride tomorrow, give you some breakfast, and we'll give you a ride up to Indianapolis." Cool. Shit. Oh yeah, it was warm in that fucking barn too. That'd be good. Next morning,
That was your good and that was your worst, huh?
didn't have to do nothing.
We was having a conversation, you know, and we said like, what made you? We was asking one another what made you go to the hard drugs. Like,
Well, I tell you what, I don't shoot up. I'm scared of needles. I used to sell Black Beauties and RJ8s and stuff back in the old days, for the bikers on my bike or so. I'd drop it off. Didn't care for speed. Never got into that Deloteds, then the woofers that put their heads over paint cans. Never got into that shit. But acid and fucking marijuana and cocaine, I mean, I'm not an alcoholic.
when the last time you snorted?
Can't snort it. Don't like my nose being plugged up. It don't do nothing for me but plug my nose up.
So you always been hard.
Basically. That or if somebody offers me a line, I need it, but I don't, nah.
You get high off of that? Just
Tongue gets numb, but other than that, shit, I never got. But I know a lot of people that would take their thing and rub it all on their gums and on their tongue, and then we go bowling.
Alright, so let's say if you had $20, you gonna buy some food or buy some crack?
I'd probably go get me some bananas, some 2% milk, a Hershey bar, gotta have my chocolate, and cigarette.
So you wouldn't get no hard out of the 20.
Gotta eat.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying so you party on the weekends, or when do you prefer to do drugs?
That trick question.
No, I'm saying like marijuana. I know.
You're not a Republican, are you?
I smoke all day. You know, marijuana is like different.
That's what I do all day.
But I'm saying, when do you like? Cause we consider crack hard drugs. Like
To me, back when I first started doing it, yeah, it was. I mean, I went through some fucking shit back in the day when I don't want to go into that.
Let's go into
But
it. Tell the people so they won't end up going into that. What is the do you really chase it?
when you first start doing it, yeah, it'll make you chase it.
How long did you chase that?
Shit, everywhere you go, it's around. I mean, when I left Toledo back in the 80s on a payday Friday night, I said, fuck this, I'm tired of this fucking shit, I'm getting away from it. Alright, and jumped the train, ended up in Chicago. Well, anyways, I was trying to get away from the fucking shit. Try to find peace with myself and my weed, but then came to terms with myself, don't let the shit control you.
What age did you figure that out?
After some dastardly, dirty things that I did.
So, like, that's what to get it, the dirty things you did to get drugs?
No, well, yeah, basically that, or always have to make sure you got food though. But sometimes, like right now, I call it the funny. All right, y'all call it crack cocaine. I call it the funny. All right, it don't really control me, but with arthritis and waiting for a double hip replacement, and I don't take pills because it fucks my stomach up. This stuff here, you know, it relaxes, it dulls the pain.
So it's some medicine.
More or less like a, yeah. But this here though, this marijuana is what it takes the muscle spasms out. It takes the stiffness and stuff out.
The bad things or the downfalls that come along with rest would be...
Well, yeah, for the younger ones that don't have any sense about themselves, the younger people, you know, that are just getting hooked onto it. Yeah, I mean, what are they? They're young. They figure there ain't gonna be, you know, they ain't gonna do nothing to me. Or the ones that are like in their late 20s or 30s.
You know, I'm used to seeing Al doing push-ups and you're not pulling a 5th or 1738 out your book bag.
Damn. Yeah. That's that young, ignorant, energizer bunny guy.
You know, if you don't watch it, you'll lose your job over shit. You know?
How long did it have your soul? Where you had to have it?
Oh, no, it never had me like that.
But if you jumped the train to get away from it, it was taking you to a point. And then look, I'm not gonna look past this. When you said where we got into it, about you kind of looked in the sky. So do you think you would?
I look up there because you gotta have faith in life. All right, and here, my mom died so I could live. Okay, and I know she's with me. I know. Over certain things over the years that I've prayed for and asked for and stuff. It don't come right away, but somewhere down the line, it'll happen. Okay? I mean, case in point. Raised on a farm, I love animals. You know, I've brought stray injured animals home. Birds, fixed their wings. Dogs, cats and shit. November night. Fucking sleeting, snowing, wind blowing. I hear a on my door and a whining. What the heck? I open up the door and there's a dog right here at my trailer in the middle of a snow squall. And it's like, I'm looking around wondering what? I said, yeah, all I had was a beef bouillon cube, a can of corn and some bread. So I heated up some water in my coffee pot, put it all together, set it outside the door. I said, here you go. I ain't letting you in though. The dog never left. I'd been praying and asking for a dog. Let me find a nice dog. That dog showed up after.
How long did you have?
Shit, how long? I had corn dog for a while. I called her corn dog. We had a big old wood pile here, some trees that they had cut down, and some groundhogs lived underneath there. She had babies underneath there. She was notorious in the neighborhood for killing groundhogs. Neighbors loved her because she killed groundhogs and then bring them back here and feed her puppies. All right. She was a good dog. You can ask my landlord. He liked her.
Wait, let me ask you a question. So, do you think, have you ever had a mother?
Ever had a mother?
Motherly love.
Told you, my mom died when I...
Okay, but I'm saying, have you ever had somebody show you motherly love?
The hell is that? I mean, if you're talking about... I told you twice. I ain't gonna tell your ass again. Get in there and get that bathroom clean. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, everybody needs discipline.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, but I'm saying, did you have somebody that stood in somewhat for your mother? Like, because, like, it's a rolling.
No?
So, do you think that's the problem? When did you grow up?
When my mom died? You grow up quick when you get to the point. I can remember when I was a kid watching John F. Kennedy's funeral on TV. The horse carrying the coffin down. All right, what year was that? That 63? 63 or so? I remember seeing that on TV. All right. For me to be able to remember stuff like that, I mean, I can remember my first kindergarten class in California at 4. All right. I can remember getting bit by my first blue soft-shelled crab when I was 5. All right. So and then when I got shipped to Ohio here, and you know, nobody wants you. Your dad don't want you. Your mom, she died for you. Blah blah blah. You know, and you know, stuff like that. After a while, you learn you grow up quick. And I learned about schooling. My grandpa drilled that in my ass. You got to learn. And I did. But other than that, no.
Yeah, I was saying, that's what I was saying. Like, we had another interview with a guy, his mom died at 9. You know, and it seems like the kind of this decision making, you know?
Well, good Lord has us on here for a purpose, and the meaning of life is basically for everybody to get along, coexist. All right. My good Lord has, I don't know. Sometimes I get pissed off. Why do these motherfuckers get born into rich families and are lazy as fuck when the rest of us have, you know what I'm saying? It kind of pisses me off that motherfuckers can go to college and everything. I only had 9 months of college, and I dropped out. Heidelberg College down in Tiffin. I dropped out. I was going to be a psychologist.
But that was a choice.
That was a choice. I had but I didn't want that. I wanted to be outside with Mother Nature, all right? And as you get older, you think about life a little different, you know? I mean, what the good Lord gave us. I mean, it ain't gonna be here forever, you know?
But that's not what the problem. I was saying.
The problem is, you gotta think ahead and think of your consequences on the shit that you're gonna do. And the shit that you've done in the past that wasn't right, you gotta ask for forgiveness. To feel better about yourself.
What's the worst thing you've done for Cole?
Shit. over the years doing scrapping shit. Go into buildings that were being ready to get tore down. Sneak into some old warehouses that windows are all busted out, just to go in there and get wire or so. But you know, I didn't see that was bad. It was just saving that shit from going to the landfill, and plus I can make some money. But other than that, I ain't went out and robbed anybody. I ain't shot anybody. I ain't fucking broke into any homes.
Did you ever try heroin?
Nope.
Like snorting it?
Nope. See, when I worked at the blood bank, it was hands-on learning on how to do the AIDS test, the syphilis test, the blood test, and everything, okay?
Yeah.
So, and I like to read, like to learn. And so I started fucking reading medical books and stuff, which I already been doing, you know, over the years, but nah. I mean, poppy seeds on a poppy seeded bun. You eat one of them, go drop a urine, you're gonna get it for having a
But you got to eat some bunch of them.
Yeah, it depends on how many poppy seeds are on the motherfucker. But still, you know. But no, now that stuff I look like the motherfuckers that put.
Boy.
Huh?
That you just a farm boy that love much Mother Nature that don't mind drugs.
I have it. Well, trust me, I ain't gonna try any other drugs.
Yeah,
I ain't never tried. Well, OxyContin's a pill. I don't take pills. You know.
What happened to your hips?
Oh, my hip? Roofing, brother.
Oh yeah, you fell off the roof. Huh?
No. I went off 2 roofs, but I didn't. You know, carrying shingles. 30-something years. Up and down ladders and on roofs and stuff. You know. Being a little guy, you gotta sometimes outperform the big guys.
Shit, your hips fucked up, Jeff.
I know. I'm just waiting on the VA to get me scheduled. But the pandemic fucked everything up. I was scheduled to go in when the pandemic started. I was set to go in and have my hips replaced November, and then that pandemic shit started. Was already starting, and that's when, so they have to reschedule me.
Man, you've been back here 23 years. When the last time you had a good shot?
Last week? No. What's today? Sunday? Twice a week I go over to my buddy's house. I take a good hot shower and stuff, but other than that, shit. Got my disinfectant, my fucking. I keep my place good.
Now I would think it would be hard back here.
Oh, hey, try hitchhiking around the country.
No, we just ran into and did an interview with a guy downtown. He had a sign on his chest that said Detroit. He travel around the U.S. dancing.
I've met a couple of people like that. Yep. I stayed in a Cherry Street Mission one night back in the 80s. One night. And the guy next to me, an elderly black guy, put his $2 and his cigarettes in his sock and put his boots on. In the middle of the night, they came and fucking threw a blanket over him, whooped up on him, and took his money and his cigarettes. After that, I said I would never stay in another fucking mission. Safer out here. And believe me, I know how to, I can survive. I've survived out here. Hopped the train out of Reno, Nevada, coming this way. Had me one of them little pocket fishermen's. Remember them little things? They look about like that. Had me one of them. And the train stopped up here. It was up in like a valley up in the Rockies. Train stopped. And it was starting to get dark. And I seen a nice, like a lake. Like from here out to the street. So I jumped off there. Put a piece of hot dog on my hook. Cast it out. Oh yeah. Train started going. And it's like, oh man, I had me something good. Oh yeah. Oh fuck the train. Shit. Cut my line, fucking ran up the thing and barely got back on the boxcar.
You a rolling stone.
Fishing line comes in handy when you're hitchhiking around.
Wait, let me ask you this. When the last time you been in the house?
Been in a, huh?
When the last time you lived in the house?
I had my own house on Mulberry Street back in the 90s, but 23 years ago. But one thing, don't get me wrong, yeah, I would love to have a house, be in a house. But I've been eyeballing that lot right there, alright? And I know I could probably get it from the city for nothing. And I was thinking about building me a log house. I have some friends that run a tree service. And when I was in school and stuff, I learned how to do it. Learned it on the farm. Be amazed what Amish people can do with a fucking big nice tree.
You've been all over. You probably picked up all types of skills.
Worked in a fucking oil pipe yard in New Orleans. That was the best paying job. Alright, New Orleans, okay? I went down to see some friends that had left Tiffin and went down there. I went down there. They got me a job in the oil field. Oil pipelines in this. It's bigger than a fucking airport. Big 40, 60, 100-foot oil pipe. And we run an electric current on a big old pole through it. And then go through there with magnesium oxide powder and go in there, and if there's a crack or a seam, the pipe is magnetized. That aluminum oxide, or that oxide would go to the seam, all right, or a crack. Well, we'd have to go in there with our grinders and kind of grind it down somewhat, see how far it goes down, okay? I lived on the other side of the Mississippi River, 9 miles in a state park. Alright, $7 a week, and they had hot showers. Alright, had a stream running through it. Well, had me a little campsite, pitched my tent and everything, and a couple other people that were next to me, they had a job at the same place, but they were water field. The other part of the company ran water inside of them to see if they could hold the pressure. Alright? Put my fucking tent on a fucking thing of fire ants. You know what a fire ant is? Motherfuckers will tear your ass up. Don't catch them on your nuts, man. Well, anyways, I would start walking, hitchhiking from the campground at 3 o'clock in the morning to try to get to the Mississippi by 6 o'clock, catch the first ferry across the river to where I could catch a ride with one of the other guys that's going to work. And then get off at 3 o'clock or 4, and they drop me off at the ferry, and But that was some trying times.
Yeah,
No street lights. You're walking down the road and it's dark. Snakes are on the road warming themselves. Water moccasins and stuff. Armadillos. Possums. Fucking occasional fucking alligator.
Jeff, we ain't gonna hold you up much.
No, man, that's shit.
No, we
What else you
ain't
wanna
got
know?
much recording, then